here from the next big thing, Wider Rapper, and I'm getting back onto it after the weekend. We did our first gig at the weekend, and it was pretty cool. We all had a good time, but now we're back onto interviewing the bands, and this is Seismic State. Now, I know my son is really, really excited about this band. When we were listening to the bands, he said, "You've got to have that one," and so he's looking forward to it. Hello, Sam. Right. So, guys, this is Seismic State. Can you introduce yourselves?
I'm Liam. I play bass.
I am Sai, play the guitars.
I'm Regina, I'm doing vocals and guitar.
And I'm Matt, I play drums.
Nice. So, nice 4-piece band, a nice compact unit there. Excuse me, my phone's making silly noises. And so, how long have you been together as a band?
We formed in 2017, was it? So
Yeah.
the three of us started sort of jamming together, and then we got a singer.
After a year.
Yeah. And then after about 2 years, she left, and we got Regina.
Awesome.
And that was what, 2019?
Yeah, I think so.
So you've been together quite a longish time for a band, really. So what sort of music do you do? Do you want to explain that?
We all like write our own songs, and it's kind of like in a rock style, a little bit of blues rock almost-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different influences, I would say.
Yeah, and it probably, 2017 to 2018 was mainly jamming whatever came up. Then we came up, and I think when Regina came on board, we more leaned to a bit more blues rock type of music, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what happens with the band, isn't it? Because the last band I was in, we had a few personnel changes, and every time somebody else come in, you got a different influence from them, and the music changed again. And that's the great thing about original music, is that you can actually influence how that changes in a band. I love that, working with different musicians and different people, and how that influences you across a band. So there's a Wider Rapper connection somewhere. Who's the Wider Rapper connection?
I moved to just out of Greytown a year ago.
And how are you finding Wider Rapper?
Yeah, definitely love the move. Yeah. Still have to commute into town, but that's all good. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and it's a diverse set of people here. Have you met many of the musicians from around here?
Not really, no. So looking forward to this, because we'll be able to connect with some Wider Rapper musos. Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
So one of the big things about the next big thing is that we are pulling people in, but also there's like a little drive really to find a space for us musicians to play and meet. So I mean that's it's sort of invaluable, isn't it, when you want to meet people to have a place that is central for musicians. And we've been out without that for about eight years, I reckon. I can't remember how long it is since King Street Live closed down. Did you ever come to King Street Live? And so I've listened to some of your stuff. Do you record regularly? Do you do that as a band?
We haven't been, but we're about to hit the studio next week? Yeah, to record a couple of singles. Yeah.
Awesome. So we're in the studio tomorrow. So we're joining you. We could do like an EP release together. We could do that. We could find something. So you haven't recorded anything before? You've not done any recording?
Well, the songs that you listened to, we recorded back in whenever that was, 2019.
Yeah.
But we haven't done anything since then. So yeah.
So big excitement then. It's very different. It's very different in the studio, isn't it?
I think we wanted to start recording twice or something. Or the first time, a couple of us went to the Netherlands, and then Sai decided to pretty much break his thumb.
Yeah.
So 3 or 4 months as well.
Again, isn't it?
So we finally got to it. Yeah.
I think we've had to change with our producer. We've had to change the sort of email string title from recording 2 singles in March 2022 to recording 2 singles in July 2023.
It's exciting. I love going in the studio. It's like, you know, you've got these little babies and they become something like really produced, and it's like you've got like this moment in time that's just encapsulated in where you were recording. I'm really excited. We're in on Saturday and I'm like, oh my goodness, we're doing 3 singles, so like it's pretty interesting. So as a rocky style, I'm going to talk to your vocalist now. Have you got a powerful voice, or what sort of voice do you have to go against these guys? It's quite hard singing against rock.
Yeah. I don't know, actually. What do you think? I
Uh,
don't know. Kind of the clean rock, I would say.
Yeah.
Not grand, kind of like,
Yeah.
kind of the
Yeah, rock voice, but a clean rock
clean
voice.
one. Yeah, I would say.
melodic.
Yeah, people want me to like drink more beer and stuff to sound a bit more rough, but that combination never really worked out really well on stage.
I was in a band back in the UK years ago, right? And they were like that. Your voice is too clean. You need to get a bit grunty. And it's like, oh man, just have some more cigarettes and drink some more beer and you'll be fine. But yeah, you got to be careful of those vocal cords, eh? So
Performance, you know, like, but not so good for your voice.
no, and you know, it's great seeing another front woman on a rock band. You know, I spent my last band, Spank, I was out the front there as a woman belting it out. And it's it's great to see other women doing that, because you see quite a lot of women in that whole funky soul-y place, but you don't see so many out the front of rock bands. So you're like my kin. Nice work. Awesome. And so Liam, you're on the bass. My husband plays the bass. We're a bit of a family band. So
Cool.
how long have you been playing the bass? Has it been something you played all your life?
No, I picked it up because I needed a hobby, because I used to play a lot of sport, and then I kind of stuffed my knee and I couldn't really play a lot of sport anymore. And I was like, I need a hobby, otherwise I'm just going to sit on the couch and watch TV all my life. So I thought, I don't know, I'll play the bass. So I did that, and that was probably, I don't know, that was about
Last week.
yeah,
Last week.
last week. About 10.
So
Yeah.
I know my husband would want to know what kind of bass that you've got, though. Have you got a particular model that you play, or have you got a number of basses? Because most guitarists have 1,000 guitars.
Yeah. I have one on stage bass, which is a Warwick double humbucker. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, my husband alternates between a Thunderbird and a Warwick at the moment. He's going between the two. But yeah. So, guitarists, is one of you a lead and one of you a rhythm, or do you swap over?
Oh no, he's doing everything. Really. my sound is most of the time off, but no one recognizes it. Does it all.
So you do the you're doing it all, yeah. So have you got a particular influence guitar wise?
Not really. Mostly rock in general, like classic rock,
Yeah.
hard rock, metal, the typical influences growing up in the 90s.
But you have got a sort of a funky twist.
Yeah,
every now
Yeah,
and
bit of
then.
a funky twist for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's great. I love like it when you're not just that standard rock band. You know, you can get there's a lot of blues rock bands out there, but like when there's some kind of twist or tempo or dynamic change, it's really interesting. I find I quite like System of a Down for that reason, because they play around with a lot of rhythms and like volume levels and stuff like that. So I'm coming to the drummer now, because I love drummers. I buzz off drummers. I'm a rhythmical girl. I like rhythm. So what are your influences?
There's one.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
I hate to talk about influences, but I'm not sure if it's influence, but I love John Bonham, how he plays the drums with
Yeah,
triplets.
Cool.
It's awesome, and I don't even get close to him, of course, but
It's really an influence, though. You can hear it in the way, in the
Yeah.
style, for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
I really like how he changed the way drums was played in rock music.
Yeah.
My parents always played it in the car when I was sitting on the back seat, so grown up with it. So yeah, that's probably an influence. But for the rest, yeah, I'm not sure.
Black Keys, you know?
Yeah, but not really the drums.
No,
I like the
true.
Black Keys, but yeah, it's mainly I really like John Bonham as a drummer.
Yeah, cool.
Jumps out totally.
Yeah, so I think you hooked my son in because of the way that your music was. You know, he's very similar. He's got a lot of influences across his music taste. So like you'd hooked. He's only 21, so like he's like, it was really into it. It's like, you gotta book these guys. So where have you been playing? Because I've sort of heard of you. So have you been playing around doing some gigs?
Yeah,
It's been a while.
It's been a while. This will be our first gig this year.
Because of his thumb.
Yeah, so
It's the first year.
yeah, December was the last one in Lovelands.
Yeah.
Oh, Lovelands. That is an amazing place, isn't it? Did you enjoy playing at Lovelands? It's an amazing place.
Yeah, we played there 3 times now, I think.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah.
San Fran.
Yeah.
Napier, Palmy.
Yep.
Or
Cooney, we played.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably as far away as we've been.
Yeah.
Still, St. Palmer's North was good fun.
Yeah.
Especially after the gig.
Yeah.
That rock and roll lifestyle. Like, have you got any?
Yeah, for sure.
Indeed. I mean, there's many a time we've been over to Wellington and come back at 2 a.m. in the morning, and I'm getting too old for that now. I'm 51, you know. It's like,
The next day about 10 for him. Go to the toilet.
So we're like, this thing is a thing to sort of pay more attention to the original music, which is great that you do that. So if we had a venue in Wairarapa, would you be interested? Would that be a place you'd want to play?
Oh yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love it over there.
These two have camper vans, so they'll bring those over the hill. You know, I live local, and also we'll
I'll go
figure
and
out.
tent or something.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Definitely.
So do you know, like, that you're talking about camper vans there, like, we've actually got a band coming on the same night as you called the Traveling Lounge Room, and apparently they're coming a load of house buses. So it's a bit of a theme of the night, you know. Showgrounds actually has a campground, so if you're a member of the Motorhome Association, you can actually camp there. So yeah, just give it.
Yeah. Sounds really cool. It's lots of old people mainly.
Yeah.
I'm part of it as well.
Yeah.
No wild parties. So have you ever played at Valhalla?
Yeah, that's probably the venue we played the most at, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Valhalla. It's like a small venue, but it's got a really special feeling, eh? It's like
Great stage. Yeah.
the stage. That's the thing. It makes you feel like a rock star. It's a really good, and you can hear everything on stage. Eh? It's just really good. I love it though. Valhalla. If we have a venue, that's my model. My model is Valhalla. That's what we should have. Obviously, not quite so. I don't know, metal. Because we've got all sorts of stuff, but yeah, but we have got a big metal following over here, so that's good for you guys. So have you had a look at the lineups across the whole of the dates, not just this one? Have you had a look, and is there anybody that you'd like to see? Is there anybody that you've listened to and thought, yeah, they're cool?
I've had a little bit of a skim through. The Wairarapa names are not particularly familiar. There's, I think, is Mr. Unit playing one of the?
Yes, Mr. Unit are coming.
Played a gig with them, I think, at Lovelands. Yeah, I feel like there might have been one or two other bands that we've played with as well. Yeah,
I'm gonna watch them all though.
Yeah, that's right. It's when you see it, it's like it was really cool to actually be in the room last week and see it eventuate and see bands that I haven't seen for ages, you know, because we haven't had a venue here. And so we've been a bit insulated and we haven't got out because we haven't been able to reciprocate. So probably that's why the Wairarapa bands really haven't jumped out at you, because we haven't really had anything to do. We're trying to invigorate it because it's been a bit of a sad time for us. So thank you for coming, because it's great for you guys to get behind our project and come over.
For having us, and thanks to your son as well.
Yeah.
Well, you know, this is what it's about, though, engaging like with each other and appreciating each other's music, and then perhaps doing some reciprocal gigs in the future. So because it is quite important, do you agree, to sort of network with other musicians? That's how we create our opportunities.
I think most of our gigs that we've played have been you know, through bands reaching out and saying, hey, you know, you guys we're putting on a gig, do you want to play? You know,
Yeah.
That comes from meeting them, and them seeing you.
So nice, aren't we? They just
exactly. Just inundated with hence
Indeed. So what are your future plans? What gigs are you playing after? Are you going to try and get out there now that the thumb is fixed?
I think that's the answer, right? I think we're just gonna start promoting the songs that we're gonna record, and just play a couple of local gigs as well with some of our friends, and maybe organize some of them and invite them to our gigs as well. So we haven't planned too many because we couldn't really predict how his recovery would go. But yeah, we definitely wanted to plan a bit more after.
But minor detail, he's going snowboarding for 4 weeks at Queenstown in August.
Man. Don't break anything.
We're thinking about letting him sign something. I don't know, contracts or something. We can replace him, or I don't know.
Don't break anything. It's like when the week before a gig, it's like, don't give me a cold. I know, it's like terrible. It's like, oh man, you know, and those disasters happen.
We've got two things lined up. One is, so we've actually got a really busy few weeks. So we're hitting the studio next week, and then the week after that, we're playing with you guys, and then the week after that, we've got Palmy Take 2. So yeah, we'll see how the drive home on that one goes.
I think I'm going to join. I'm just going to show up just to protect myself.
Just hope the liquor stores are closed.
So when you release your music, guys, you need to let us know so we can promote it on because I'm trying to build not just this thing is developing as it goes. So we're trying to develop sort of awareness of all these bands that we've got around the place, and so we promote the fact that you've dropped your singles. Have you got a date set in mind for actually dropping the release?
Before summer kind of thing, or so we can hit the roads in summer. Yeah,
we don't have a date locked in as yet, but
I suppose you never really know, because there's lots of other things that go along with it. Because I know when we do it, like then you got to get the album artwork, then you got to like mix it, and you got to master it, and then you got to we like doing a video, so like we might do a video as well, and that stuff you got to sort of plan to take time to do, I suppose. I'm lucky because I work in multimedia, so I'll just do the video, but you know, and just everything else. But but let us know. I know we're really keen. So what sort of feeling have you got with your new songs? Are they still rock?
Yeah, they're definitely rock.
One of them blues rock.
One of them definitely blues rock.
Yeah.
What's the other one? Hard rock.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. So what do you want to say to the people watching at home? What would you what would you say to them about you? I don't know. That's a crazy question, but answer it.
Meet everyone. Would love to see everyone, and I think it's always cool to be in the audience, watching the other bands, connecting with the audience, and then have some fun together, and then we'll come back in the audience and have some more fun. So it's all about connecting and getting to know each other, and
lots of dancing.
Yes, we love dancing.
So ask them all, to dance.
Yes.
We're a bit like Wooden over here in Wire Rapper. We haven't had a music scene for a while, so we need warming up. We have to but this is a good night. We've got some good stuff. We've got traveling lounge room. We've got a mixture of everything, and so we will have people dancing, no doubt. Yeah, cool. It's
Get
to
up and
headbang.
Get up and dance, and this one might join you out in the
Oh, don't
crowd.
give it
She's
away.
just been known to do that.
So you're a front person like me that likes to jump. Do you like jumping about?
Yeah, well, not on the people, but you know.
Yeah, it's quite cool because the last band I was in, Spank, that was 3 guys and me for a while. Then they were older guys, and then one of the guitarists left, and my son jumped in. And he's like a performer like me, so we would be both jumping out, which is quite cool because you got somebody to bounce off. He'd jump out with his guitar, you know. He stood on that ledge at Valhalla and jumped off it into the audience sometimes, you know, which is quite cool. And so yeah, now we've got another guitarist. We're a 5-piece now, and he's a performer as well. And in fact, our drummer's a girl, which is quite cool. So so it's quite nice to be in a band where there's a bit of performance. Do you bounce off each other?
Yeah, I think that's one of our strengths, I would say, in the performance. Yeah.
Yeah, well, definitely.
I always tease him a little bit. He
Yeah.
loves that.
Definitely led by you, sort of.
Come around a little
performing.
bit.
Yeah.
You know, it's just fun. We all want to have a fun time, and you know, people are coming, to watch, not only to listen to music, but also to see something. And I think it's all about having fun together. So we bounce off a lot of on the energy of the public. Like if the public is absolutely engaged, we put the bar higher for that, and it gives us energy to do fun things.
Yeah, that's so true. Like you hear that a lot, like performers saying that, and it is so true. Like you definitely, that the crowd, the audience gives you energy and to perform and perform better for sure.
You feed back off each other, don't you? And if they're coming at you, you go back at them. And the band is the same for me. If the drummer or the guitarist is feeding me, then I become more outrageous. And it just gets more and more outrageous because my big influence as a singer, well, I have singing influences. And then I have performer influences, front person influences. And my biggest influence as a performer, I would say, is Freddie Mercury. I always loved the way that he held the stage. He was an immense entertainer. And I just think that you can't equal a front person like him, really. He just naturally had it.
Looking forward to see you on stage now.
Well, if you go and look up, right, Jeff and the Angry Stick at Valhalla, you'll see one of my performances. Yeah, no, I'm crazy. But no, I'm looking forward to meeting you in person because it's great to meet other musicians from out of town, and we've got quite a few coming this time. And to see your performance. Thank you for coming. So I'm going to wrap it up now and get all excited. It's not many weeks away, is it? 3 weeks?
Yeah, is it? Yeah, something like that. 2 weeks, maybe.
Yeah. So I'm looking. Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Indeed. So I can't wait to see you guys. Thank you for giving me your time. I'm going to sign off now. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thanks. See you soon.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.